So to start with, let's go into inner joins. And back to the questions we looked at the beginning. What is a join in SQL? Well, it's simply connecting two tables based off of some relationship that's been defined between those tables. Then the next question is, what is a join type of inner? And that is the default join that we're going to take a look at here that just says, take everybody in table A and match them up with table B or table 1 and table 2 if there is something that identifies a match between those tables. And what are some other types, inner, left outer, and more? Well, we're going to take a look at inner joins in this script window, and then we'll take a look at left outer joins. So what I've done here is I've said select everything out of table 1 and then throw in some dashes just to kind of separate them, and then select everything out of table 2. That's what the T1 dot star and the T2 dot star are. And we're going to say from table 1, inner joining table 2. Here's where the relation comes in, or the join predicate as it's called. We're going to say connect table 1 to table 2 based off of the favorite color in table 1 mapped to table 2's IDs. Now, in the real world, somebody would have done a better job, hopefully, naming the tables, and table 2 would have been named colors, and table 1 would have been named people. And you could do the mapping that way. So let's highlight this and run it. And basically, we're saying, give me everything from table 1 matched with table 2. If you remember, some of the people did not have favorite colors. We run the query, and we can see that this first half over here, the first half of the grid that I've highlighted in blue is what came from table 1. And the right half to the right of the join is what came from table 2. And it's showing everyone from table 1 who had a favorite color and what that favorite color is mapped to. So you can see, because of the data inconsistency on favorite color of 1, that Steve here has 2 favorite colors, and so does Fred, because the ID of 1 is doubled up. But you can see that Beth has a favorite color of yellow, Anne's favorite color is purple, and so on, based off of how we join the data between those. Now, there were a couple of other people in the list that we saw originally who did not get included here because they did not have favorite colors. The thing with an inner join is it will only show you those rows that match. If we just go back, well, we looked at it before, but there were a couple other people who didn't have favorite colors there. Okay, so now we take the same query and we're going to change it. Here we had inner join of table 2, and down here it's just phrased as join table 2. What's that mean, and how is that different? Well, it's the same thing. The word inner on join is optional, as is outer in a number of ways, and we'll take a look at that in a minute. But you can either use the full syntax of any inner join, which explicitly states what it is you're looking for, or you can just use the word join, which means the same thing as an inner join. They both do exactly the same thing. They grab all the data out of table 1, match it up with the data in table 2, based off of some relationship that's sometimes referred to as the on clause, or more technically speaking, the join predicate. And then we have an order by in the end just to sort it. Okay, what if we take a look at a different order of the tables here? I want to say select T1 dot star and T2 dot star. That didn't change, but I changed around the order. Table 2 is defined here and table 1 is defined there. When we run this with an inner join, the order of the tables of what we're joining from or what we're inner joining to doesn't matter. Now, when we start looking at left and right joins in a minute, it will matter. But from an inner join, whether we have table 1 or table 2 listed first or second, or table 3 listed third, it really doesn't matter because we're looking at the results of everything that matches between both of those tables. Okay, so then what about our join predicate? Here, we have the on clause, table 1 favorite color equals table 2 ID versus table 2 ID equals table 1 favorite color. Well, that means the exact same thing when we run it. We still get the same results, but what was different here was we said, give me everything from table 2 first, and then everything from table 1. So it just changed around the order of the columns that we're seeing in the result set down here. Does the inner join include everyone? Well, We talked about that a minute ago, and the answer is no, it doesn't. But let's take a look and prove it. If we make this bigger, we can see we have Steve doubled up, Aaron, Mary, a couple of Freds, Ann, and Beth. Whereas down below, we have all those same people, but we also have Johnny and Karen, who do not have a favorite color. So the inner join actually excludes those people who don't have a favorite color. Now imagine if this was some employee database and you were trying to say, give me all of the employees and show their favorite color if they have one. Well, using an inner join would mean that Johnny and Karen would be excluded in this specific example. Let's join to a different table and take a look. And this is joining to table 3, which is favorite foods instead of favorite colors. And when we run this, we can see that only Beth, Johnny, and Karen had favorite foods, and everyone else in the list got skipped on this inner join. So the inner joins will show you everything that matches between the two tables, and then effectively in the result set throws away those things that don't match.